Bastion Inlet extending from 20 to 16 nautical miles. Small craft should exercise caution this morning. Small craft advisory in effect from noon Eastern Standard Time today through Friday evening. Today, north winds 15 to 20 knots, increasing to around 20 knots this afternoon. Seas 5 to 7 feet with a dominant period 6 seconds. Tonight, northeast winds 20 to 25 knots. Seas 6 to 8 feet with a dominant period 6 seconds. Wednesday, northeast winds 20 to 25 knots. Seas 7 to 10 feet with a dominant period 8 seconds. Wednesday night, northeast winds 20 to 25 knots. Wind 5 knots. Seas 8 to 9 feet. Thursday night, east winds 20 to 25 knots. Seas 8 to 9 feet. Friday, east winds 20 to 25 knots. Seas 8 to 9 feet. Friday night, east winds 20 to 25 knots. Seas 8 to 9 feet. Saturday, east winds 20 knots. Seas 7 to 8 feet. Slight chance of showers. Gulf Stream hazards. North winds 15 to 20 knots this morning, increasing to 20 to 25 knots this afternoon and veering to the northeast into tonight. Seas 5 to 6 feet this morning, building to 7 to 8 feet this afternoon and into tonight. The approximate location of the west wall of the Gulf Stream based on the real-time ocean forecast system as of Saturday, November 15th. 28 nautical miles east of Ponce Inlet. 23 nautical miles east of Port Canaveral. 1 nautical miles east of Bastion Inlet. 14 nauticals east of Fort Pierce Inlet. 8 nautical miles east of St. Lucie Inlet. The Orlando International Climate Summary for yesterday, November 16, 2020. Yesterday's high temperature was 80 degrees. The normal high is 78. The record high is 92 degrees, which was set in 1921. Yesterday's low temperature was 66 degrees. The normal low is 58. The record low is 38 degrees, which was set in 1969. A trace of precipitation fell yesterday, which brings the monthly total to 5.04 inches. This is 3.85 inches above the normal amount of 1.19 inches for November. The total precipitation for the year now stands at 52.01 inches, which is 4.84 inches above normal. Sunrise today is at 6:50 a.m. and sunset is at 5:31 p.m. The Sanford Climate Summary for yesterday, November 16, 2020. Yesterday's high temperature was 81 degrees. The normal high is 78. The record high is 89 degrees, which was set in 1957. Yesterday's low temperature was 67 degrees. The normal low is 58. The record low is 36 degrees, which was set in 1969. No precipitation fell yesterday, which leaves the monthly total at 2.70 inches. This is 1.21 inches above the normal amount of 1.49 inches for November. The total precipitation for the year still stands at 39.36 inches, which is 8.58 inches below normal. Sunrise today is at 6:50 a.m. and sunset is at 5:30 p.m. Serving Orlando and vicinity, this is NOAA Weather Radio Station KIH 63, the voice of the National Weather Service. This broadcast comes to you from the National Weather Service office in Mend, Florida, on a frequency of 162.475 megahertz. A required weekly test of the NOAA Weather Radio Public Warning System is conducted each Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon and again between 6 and 8 p.m. If severe weather is expected, this test will be postponed until the following day. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station KIH 63 Orlando, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.475 megahertz and serving Orange, Osceola, Seminole, Polk, Brevard, and Volusia. Severe weather watches, warnings, and advisories for these counties and the marine area are preceded by alarm tones which activate specially built receivers. During severe weather, the routine broadcast is suspended in order to broadcast severe weather information. Broadcasts will be interrupted for immediate transmission of severe weather information as soon as it is issued. all other times, station KIH-63 will broadcast weather information in a cycle of selected products relevant to the station's broadcast coverage area. This broadcast will normally include the following products when available: the hazardous weather outlook for East Central Florida, public forecast from the short term out to 5 days, our weather conditions and marine reports for selected locations in and around the broadcast area, and coastal waters of the East Central Florida coast from the Volusia Brevard County line to Sebastian Inlet out to 60 nautical miles, as well as the west wall and hazards for the Gulf Stream. Daily climate information is broadcast from 5 a.m. until 8 a.m., and again from 5 p.m. until p.m. Safety information are broadcast as it is received from local, state, and other federal agencies. If you have any questions about NOAA weather radio broadcasts or comments regarding our services, our mailing address is National Weather Service, 421 Croton Road, Melbourne, Florida, 32935. Our telephone number is 321-212. And our website address is weather.gov/Melbourne. River flood warning for the following days in Florida, Lake and Volusia. The flood warning remains in effect. The flood warning continues for the St. Johns River near Astor until further notice. At 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Monday, the stage was 2.8 feet. Flood stage is 2.3 feet. Minor flooding is occurring and minor flooding is forecast. Recent activity: the maximum river stage in the 24 hours ending at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Monday was